Hey, Jared A here again. Welcome back. Hope everyone's doing okay. Just working on a male face today. I usually start off with a Saburr bit, the larger ball diameter, to take off as much wood as I can in a reasonable amount of time. And then I move on to smaller bits for the details as it continues on. Did some editing on this video to shorten it down a little bit. Seems like many people have shorter attention spans as well, so this piece of wood is a Ponderosa tree limb, recently cut, and it seems fairly dry. Just a shout out to all the subscribers joining up. I appreciate that. It means a lot to me, so I appreciate that again. Yeah, project time start to finish, real time, is about 3 hours. This wood's pretty nice. It's defect free for the most part. It doesn't have a lot of anomalies or cracks like that. Always have a pencil handy to draw in some details on the face, which is important for reference marks. Using all 1/8 inch burrs here on the old school Dremel 370. Yeah, I'm trying to show as much as possible in a condensed format, and I hope it makes things clear. If you guys have any questions or anything, don't hesitate to ask in the comments section. Doing a little hyper sanding right here by hand. I like to do things by hand. It lends to a more natural look, in my opinion. Now I'm starting on the mouth area. I usually use a top-down approach, like start at the eyes and work my way down. That seems like a natural way to go. I got this cordless Dremel style tool. They call it a hobby tool from Home Depot. I mentioned that previously in a video. But yeah, it's kind of nice because you can just grab it and then fire it right up. You don't have to plug anything in or anything like that. It's good for stuff, detail work. And then I wouldn't use it for anything heavy duty though. Yeah, the face is finally taking shape here. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, I start off with a methodical pace, not too hasty, you know, just comfortable, you know, RPMs if you want to call it that, you know. Kind of like an exploratory method, more or less. Yeah, this piece of wood is super clean and defect free. It's kind of nice to bounce back between something that's like totally gnarled and stuff, and then switch over to something that's like a pretty much defect free object, you know. Gives you a sense of variety and balance at the same time, it seems. Yeah, I try to push myself every time I do something. You know, just push the boundaries a little bit, you know, see where it goes. You always hit the face with some sandpaper or steel wool during the process, just to, you know, smooth things out and get a general, you know, idea how it's going to look in the end. I use a scribe, a metal scribe, and a pin vise all the time with my stuff. It's good for around the eyes, put in lines and stuff like that. It's just a pretty handy tool. Thinking about the next project, should be a pretty interesting one. I was actually thinking about doing a gargoyle. We'll see though. Sometimes my plans change. I usually don't like to have a rigid schedule when it comes to that, but sometimes you do have to plan ahead. I use steel wool quite often. It's very handy for face work, I think. It just brings out the wood a little better, smooths it out at the same time. You just have to be a bit mindful of the qualities of the steel wool. It sometimes gets stuck in your fingers under the skin. It can be irritating. Really give the piece a look over, go over all the different angles of the piece, see if anything looks out of the ordinary. It's kind of like a quality assurance kind of thing. Here I'm using a riffler file to smooth out above the eyebrows, and it's really nice because it's all smooth all the way around and gives a more organic look, if you want to call it that. This guy didn't decide to put a beard on him for some reason. I don't know why. Sometimes you just like, I don't know, get tired of the same thing and you want to try something different, you know? Or maybe that's why some of my stuff looks a little different, because I'm always changing, trying different stuff. You know, I just don't like to drive down the same road all the time. Then again, it's understandable to drive down familiar roads because you know, those corners that are coming up and stuff like that. It's predictable, but when you try something different, you know, obviously you're gonna have some surprises along the way, which makes it a lot more interesting, I think. Just thought I'd like to share some of those thoughts and ideas. Here I'm putting in the eyebrows with the cordless Dremel with a diamond burr bit. Just doing some superficial texturing on the eyebrows. So that about wraps this project up. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Always a pleasure. So anyway, you guys take care. Later.